So social media and conflict resolution services, right? So you got that whole continuum, right? Self-empowerment kinds of things, you know, you help your clients. And then you get into negotiation and mediation and arbitration and, you know, all those sort of judgment kinds of things. So there's a whole continuum. I know you all know that. And so I'm going to just highlight a few of the ways people are doing it. Probably as big as any influence is the mobile. So let's see. Apple is the #1 brand. It was in the paper this week that it's now the #1 brand in the world. It's overtaken Google. I think IBM's 3rd. McDonald's might be 4th. So the mobile world is pretty amazing. I've a couple apps, a couple mobile applications I came across. Here's one. I think it was created by, I read about it in a paper in Kansas City that was referred, I found that somebody, you know, mentioned this, and I went and I looked at it, and they interviewed the guy that wrote this application. I think he said it cost him maybe $6,000, $7,000 to create this application, which then anybody with a mobile device can download it onto their device and they can use this application. Another way that mobiles are being used is in a global way. This is Ushahidi, which is a software. They create mapping software. And what they do is any company can use their software. Here's an example. This is Libya, okay? Their software is a web reporting platform that helps, okay, it's being used, sorry, I'll just read. The platform allows reports from cell phones and web-connected devices to be collected and displayed on web-based maps. One thing that social media, I mentioned how it kind of changes the way people view things. This is a lady, Victoria Pinchin, who is a very well-known, has been a very well-known lawyer in Los Angeles, and she's now working, I think, pretty much in the mediation field. You know, she wrote a book. A is for asshole, the grown-ups ABCs of conflict resolution. I mean, would you have been able to write that 5 years ago? You know. This is a training Center for Computer-Assisted Legal Instruction. This is it's based in California. I got that through David Belinsky, who runs the legal education group here in Vancouver. Well, it's just using. It's actually a Vancouver-based company that the Neutral Zone. Does anybody here work for the Neutral Zone?
No, not work.
Okay. So I found this on their website. They use it in their training. Okay. So they're using humorous videos to communicate a concept, right? Conflict resolution concept. So that's an opportunity for you if you're doing training. You know, you can scout, you can find this stuff out on the web, and it can add a lot to, you know, when everybody's nodding off after lunch, right? You throw one of these on, and yeah. I participated in something called the Mediation Business Summit last fall, and it was put on by Tammy Lemsky and Amanda Bucklow, who is a mediator lawyer. I think she's a lawyer too, from the UK. And what they brought together, it was all online. So they brought together these business professionals in all different disciplines. It's around making mediation, you know, the business of mediation. So they brought leading people. They all have different skills. Some of them are marketing, some of them are relationship building, these different things. And it was all done online, and it was really cheap and great value. And then they market some products as a result of this, of the work afterwards. This is a company out of the eastern states that is just piloting this project. It's called Trial by Jury Online Dispute Resolution. So you file a case, you select a jury, up to, I think it's up to 5 people. They can be anywhere in the world, and both parties have to agree. They provide the judge, okay, or the facilitator, and so the parties present their case, they submit their pleadings, they talk about it, you know, whether it's, I'm not sure if what they're using, if it's just all text-based or there's video too, and then at the end of the day it gets, the jury makes a decision, right? So trying to go ahead. Yep.
So I'm wondering about how the money trends,
Yeah.
and I kind of make money off of all this,
No.
and do these jury people get paid, and where does it all fit?
I don't know.
Okay.
Do the research and tell us.
In this case, I don't know. This is Jurapax. I've actually worked with this project, product. And it's a Netherlands-based product that you can use it on a case. It provides a whole set of screens, user screens. So you can use it on a case-by-case basis. Say as a mediator, you can use it for, I think it costs like $20 per case. So then you can manage all the information online associated with the mediation. The product, their Jurapax actually provides enterprise solution too. So you could put in a conflict resolution solution software into your whole organization and manage it using this software. I'm running here because it looks like it's 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Just a couple quick things here about going to where the business is. Sometimes you can't get the business to come to you, the customers to come, you got to go to them. And here's a couple examples. This is a mediation bus in China. And it started last fall. You might have heard about this, right? So it's Beijing, sorry China. Beijing has really bad traffic at times. So this bus, which is comprised of 2 retired mediators, who actually they're retired policemen, combined with a 3rd active policeman, they go out to the traffic sites and deal with the mediations. They do a deal right on the site. Right in the Here are some strategies. The basic one is, this is the one that is used, that I use and is very common. You keep your main content on a blog or some place where you keep your main content, and then you send it out to these other channels, okay? So Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, that kind of stuff. So you need somewhere you can kind of call home base. And for many people who spend a lot of time online, it's their blog or their web where they create the content. Okay. Basically, though, social media is you just learn it as you go. Okay. There is no way you can learn it unless you're actually involved with it. If you don't have time to spend on it, then don't spend time on it. And don't really kid yourself, because there is no way you can learn it without going through all the frustration, that you do when you're learning something new. Point there. If it gets too much, you're online and you just need, it's all super distracting, right? This is my biggest problem, is distraction. And I've been tempted to buy software like this. What it does is you load it onto your computer, then you can say, I don't want to have access to the internet for 8 hours. And it won't let you have access until that 8 hours is done. Because when I have access to the internet, I don't get any work done.